next speaker, Bilal Abassi, the program coordinator of the Restoring Hope Society. We can already see him. Hello, Bilal. Restoring Hope Society was founded from His Great Majesty Abdullah II, King Abdullah II. The main mission is to address the urgent crisis in Gaza. The Restoring Hope Society was established in 2024 with the mission to provide prosthetic limbs for amputees in Gaza. But Restoring Hope Society is more than just a medical help. It is also restoring independence, dignity, and the possibility to rebuilding life. So please join me in welcoming Bilal Abassi.
Hello everyone, good morning. I appreciate the opportunity to be here with you, and I'm very sorry for not being able to speak in German. And I was hoping to be there with you. I couldn't, due to several things, but I'm happy to be part of this event. So I'm happy to be part of raising awareness of what's happening in Gaza, especially for children. To be honest, I was thinking since I knew about this event, what to present to you guys. I've been doing this for the past better half of my life. I was doing this for all the region, not only for the children in Gaza. I'm doing this till now, but I've done this advocacy sessions since it's the only thing that I can remember, to be honest, that I've been doing since the past 15 years in my life. I've done this for the children of Sudan, South Sudan, Chad and Ukraine, Syria, and right now for Gaza. Why I'm saying this? Because since I learned about this event, I was thinking what to present. I was thinking what to show you. But there are so many numbers that I can put on my presentation. There are so many numbers that I can add with a very big font to appear in front of you right now on the screen and show you that, for example, there are 41,000 people who are in desperate need for rehabilitation services. Half of them are children. I can put in front of you that there are 7,000 people who need prosthetic and support, that half of them are, or more than half of them, are actually children. Yet, and I can speak for hours and hours about the needs of children there. And as I mentioned, I've been doing this, but my whole life, it was super easy to stand up in front of any crowd and talk about the needs of children, because usually it's one cause. Usually it's education, it's for orphan children, it's for right for getting food, right for getting education for children. But right now, it's totally different, because the children that we are talking about right now have all those needs, and they need all the support that they can get. They are children with disability, children with amputation, and whatever I wanted to put, I couldn't really do it in this presentation, because I wanted to show you only pictures of children who we are supporting right now, and taking it from there, before and after, and telling you the story of each one of them. This is Nadine. Nadine is a 9-year-old child who got her arm cut or amputated because of an Israeli airstrike. And we were trying to help her, and she has all the hope in her life. And right now, she can write because we supported her and fitted her with a prosthetic. She could draw again, write again, and go to school again. I can mention also Ratib, who got his leg amputated because of an Israeli strike also. But Ratib has a special situation. Ratib lost also both of his parents. Ratib also lost the ability to speak. Ratib lost the hope to live and go to school again. This is Ratib now. After we work with him, he's able to smile again. We try to put hope in his heart again. He's trying to learn English again. He's trying to be a normal child again. What most people don't know, that prosthetic, or what even we thought that these children need, is only prosthetic, is only a new prosthetic, which is not true. What happened to them exceeds what the needs for prosthetics. I want you to join me to think what happens to their mental health when they get amputation. What happens to their hope and willing to continue living the life that they were living before the war. It's totally different when you get an amputation for a child. It's good, it's totally different because you need to deal with the trauma that he's facing. You need to deal with his will to his mental health. And you need to know that he will continue growing, and fitting him with one prosthetic won't be enough. The prosthetic needs to be changed on an average of 3 to 6 months because the child is growing. The prosthetic won't fit anymore. And this comes with a cost that I think all of us know, that none of the Gazans right now, none of the Palestinians who live in Gaza have this cost, have this amount of money to continue and refit their child every time that they grow. So we need to know that fitting prosthetic is not a one-time service. It's an adoption, especially for children with amputation. To be able to give them the hope that they deserve, to be able to reintegrate them with education, we need to solve everything. We need to support them mentally, we need to support them physically, and we need to continue supporting them as long as they are growing, because they won't be able to take care of themselves. Or, I don't think that, for Ratib, for example, as I mentioned, he lost both of his parents. So we need to be also supporting him as his parents. We need to train the community, the teachers, on how to treat them, on how to be able to support them properly. Another child who's right now able to smile, because we were working with him as to give him mental health and psychosocial support sessions as long as he needs. As you can see, he lost his leg he has a hip disarticulation. This is one of the highest cost prosthetic if we want to support him. And again, he will be growing, so we need to continue changing this and fitting or prosthetic as long as he's growing to avoid losing the hope again for him, and be able to continue supporting him the way everyone should be supporting him in the right way. Right now, Restoring Hope, at Restoring Hope, we are opening a center in Gaza who is dedicated for supporting children with amputation. One of the things that I have learned recently is that malnutrition, hunger, has a long-term impact on children, and that it impacts the development of each of them. It's not that we need to solve also the malnutrition, we need also to treat them after the malnutrition, because it caused them harm for a long term. So what we are doing right now is that we are opening a center dedicated to support children and getting peer support. I'm hoping that this center will be able to host 100 children to take care of them, feed them, and be able to take care of their nutrition mental health, physical health, and fit them with the right prosthetic, and then hopefully reintegrate them with in normal schools, in formal schools, after we also train the teachers on how to treat them properly and to continue supporting them. Raising awareness for children in Gaza, I think it is the hardest thing in my job. It's one of the most complicated tasks that I have. I have so many information that I want to share with you, yet I know that any one of you can Google it or even ask ChatGPT about it and they will give you all the numbers. I feel that it would be disrespectful for those children to put number on the screen rather than putting their faces while they are trying to continue having the hope. I feel that it would be disrespectful for those children to count them as numbers rather than count them as children who got one of the prosthetics amputated because of the war, because of the conflict. These are the children who we are trying to support and continue supporting them. I won't be able to, I can continue for hours and hours telling you about the needs in Gaza, telling you about what we do. I think the focus should be on the children, since this event is trying to advocate for them. Just know that children with disabilities needs more attention and needs higher costs to be able to support them. And it's not a one-time service. It's an adoption that we need to continue support. We need to keep them in our mind, and fitting them outside, doing for example, the evacuation is important for some of the cases. But this shouldn't stop and as long as they are there. This shouldn't stop after they go back to Gaza. Actually, it should continue until they are able to reintegrate with their peers in the community. I don't want to take longer than this from you guys. I really appreciate the effort and the time. I hope that I was able to show you a little of what's happening in Gaza, and I'm happy to answer any of the questions if there is any. Thank you.